Hey guys, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Here's a quick cheat sheet when you're dealing with narcissists for the holidays, family, friends, friends, so called family members, especially when there's alcohol involved. They're going to get worse. Best bet is to just be cool. Don't say much to them because when you know what they're weak for, snatch it. So you know they're weak for a fight. You know they're weak and itching for an argument. So don't give it to them. If they start off acting normal, you're sitting around, the family's sitting around, and then all of a sudden they go on this weird trajectory trying to insult people, you get up and you leave. You go into the back door, you go upstairs, you go away from them. Um, like I said, once you know what they're weak for, then you snatch it from them. They can't stand when they don't have power. So take their power everywhere you turn. Take your power everywhere you turn. And like I said, with alcohol, honey, okay, the BS meter will be going nuts because they just don't know how to freaking quit. So let me see this thing here. Okay. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it starts off nice and then it's gradually going to be not so nice. And it's going to be snarky and it's going to be sarcastic or insulting or backhanded compliment. You don't have to put up with that BS. So, as soon as it gets weird, then you just go to a different part of the house, or if the kids are playing downstairs. I've done that before. I was sitting in these people's house who I used to babysit. Excuse me. Excuse me, I have a cold. And the adults were doing the one up each other. Like, oh, we got this on our house. Really? We got this on our house. And, my life is better than yours and what I got going on is better than what you got going on. And you know what? That doesn't interest me in any way, shape, or form. So what I ended up doing was going downstairs with the kids. They were more down to earth, they were more chill, and we got along better. And I didn't fight with the adults, but ain't nobody trying to hear all that. The Joneses, keeping up with the Joneses. Come on now. Come on, give me a break. But you can separate yourself from the situation. Don't get mad because that's what they want. Don't pick a fight or buy into their BS because that's exactly what they want. And so we're not doing that. Take it somewhere else. I'm just not going to go. And don't even tell them I'm not going there with you because that's what they want. They want you to respond in a way that is snarky back so they could get their little thrill at irritating you. So, yeah, if you have to up and leave altogether, leave that person's house altogether, well, I had a great time with y'all. It's time for me to go. Then that's what you do. Don't give them the opportunity to get off on trying to ruin your Christmas. And Merry Christmas, by the way. Merry Christmas, everybody. We ain't trying to do all that. So, like, go pick a fight with somebody else because I'm not having it. All right. So, yeah. I had lunch with some people, friends of my friend, and it was cool. Yeah, it was pretty cool. They warned me about this one particular person. I don't like my hair today, by the way. I put mousse in it and it's still frizzy, and I don't like this hair at all. At all. I meant to put my darker hair on, but because this is really getting on my nerves, I don't like it. Anyway, they warned me about this one particular guy who is a horn dog. And he hangs with their group. He's not a member of their group, but he hangs with them. He wasn't there, thank goodness. He likes to grab women's butts and make crass comments, and he's always in hunt mode. Oh my God, you need some self-control, is what your problem. You're going to get knocked out, is what's going to happen to you, okay? Calm your horses, because there's one girl there that's got solid muscle. She used to be in the military. You play with her, she gonna flatten you where you stand. So go ahead and play with her if you want to. Go for it. So anyway, whether it's your spouse or your family members, whoever it is trying to start something, you just let them know. You just walk away. You don't say another word. You just walk away. So I'm gonna tell you about this little incident one time, and I think I might have told you about this. Oh my freaking god! Um, I was seeing this individual, and it didn't last long. It lasted let's see, a couple months, because I couldn't do it anymore. So we were at his friend's house, and everybody goes there. It was for July 4th. I might have told y'all this. I don't remember. But when his friend saw my picture initially, he said, "Oh, that ain't her real picture. She's probably photoshopped." So when I met him in person, I introduced myself and shook his hand, and I said, "I'm the one that's photoshopped." He fell out. He was like, "Oh, okay." What can he say? Busted. Not everybody has fake pictures. Anyway, move right along. So, oh God, it was a mess. It turned into a mess because there's like so many people there. It's unbelievable. People are getting their drink on. They're getting their eat on. Um, they have a pool. They have volleyball court. They have the whole everything. So there's something for everybody. They got music and the whole bit. So this is a big bash they do every year. Lord help me. I didn't know. I don't think I knew at that time that he's a narc. But he tried to nitpick with me all day long. So I got to the point where every time I saw him coming, I would go somewhere else. It's like I was basically doing everything I can to avoid him because he was just trying to start some shit. That's what they do. They thrive off of that. They live just to piss people off. So all day I was avoiding him. All day. All day. And then I had it out with his son because his son was drinking. Normally when he's not drinking, he's the nicest person in the world. And for some reason when he was drinking, he was a horse's ass. And I interjected something, and he said, "Do you mind I'm talking to my dad? Or can I have privacy or something?" I was like, "Fine." And I stormed off. Well, my face doesn't hide my emotions very well. So he hurried up. He wanted drama. He got it. Okay. He hurried up and made his son apologize to me because he don't want his friends seeing my face being angry and saying, "What's going on?" Because I'm going to tell him, "Your friend over here is a horse's ass," and he didn't correct his son when his son jumped in my world for no reason. So he hurried up and got his son to apologize. But literally all day long, he was coming after me so he could start some shit and make some snarky ass comments. And then what happened? I'm trying to think. So I was avoiding him all day. And then at one point, we're all sitting around the fire. And we're talking, and we're having a good time. Well, that's not going to work for a narc. Okay. Everybody having a good time is not going to work for them. So he came out of his face. Let's say one of the dudes there, his name is Bobby. He came out the side of his face and said, which is totally false, "Why were you talking about me to Bobby? Bobby said you were talking about me," or some stupid shit like that. Like I said, he's just got a poke. Just, they can't fucking stop. They can't. And I said, "What are you talking about?" Ugh. And I just got up and walked away from him again for the 100th time that day. Eventually I got tired of him, and eventually I kicked him to the curb because I can't do this. And then he flew into a rage one day because I told y'all this. He stopped in the middle of the street. Other cars were behind him beeping the horn, and he threw himself into a rage attack because they're not supposed to. They're supposed to be okay with him stopping in the middle of the street because he thinks he owns the street. Wow. Now I see why he's divorced, even though he blames everything on the ex-wife. She's this, she's that, she's this, she's that. No, mother pucker. No, no, no. Look in a mirror, you trouble starting bastard. Don't you dare blame that on someone else. She had to put up with your shit for I don't know how long. Honey, please. So, anyway. Just dysfunction, dysfunction, dysfunction. He's just like his father. His father was a narc. He's entitled. He's grandiose. And he passed it on to his son. Now, what some narcs will do, which I saw clearly in this situation. So, sorry, I don't feel well. Some narcs will side with the person who was the victim of the narc. I mean, they will side with the narc. So his father was cheating on his mom, and she caught him getting oral service. You get my drift, okay? In the car in broad daylight. She's leaning over her seat and, handling business. And gave his mom STDs and everything else until she got smart and dumped him. But she changed the locks on the door. He kicked the door in. I don't care if you caught me cheating or not. You don't ever. This is my damn house. It isn't your house. When you decided to get serviced by other people, this was no longer your house with your wife because you're your community meet. So you need to be with them. So he still thinks highly of his father. And his father was just a hellraiser. And I said, oh, my dad did this, my dad did that. Such a good guy. Good guy. And I said, you realize your father brought home an STD to your mom, right? Well, yeah, but nothing. No. He was okay with it because his father has meat swinging, so it don't matter what he does wrong. He is still A-okay. In fact, excuse me. As a matter of fact, he defended his dad. Just defended. Didn't matter that he brought home an STD. Didn't matter that it could have been fatal. Didn't matter if she didn't respond to medication. It could go into AIDS. Don't worry about none of that. Those are trivial details. Wow. Dysfunction City. Wow. People just can't stop acting a fool. They just can't. They just can't. And I see, you reach a certain point in your life, and I'm there. You reach a certain point in your life where you don't want that. You don't want to be around that no more. You want to put a stop to it. And you realize that when you, I hate to say this, but when you isolate, it's guaranteed to be a peaceful time because there's no one in the background poking. There's no one in the background chasing you around this person's yard, trying to pick a fight with you all day into the night. There's none of that. So, and I've always been a loner. Don't get me wrong. I can be in a crowd and have fun and laugh and clown like everybody else. But I really prefer my own company. It's guaranteed peaceful. And there's guaranteed nobody there trying to poke at me, trying to make me have a fight with them. I can't stand that toxic shit. I can't stand that. And I'm not going to tolerate it. I'm not going to do it. Chill out. Chill out. Chill, chill, chill. So. Anyway, avoid them. When they start acting stupid, avoid them. Don't even say anything snarky back because they love that. That's what they want. They want to fluff your feathers. Don't give them the opportunity. Just don't. I want to show you my earrings. I do not like this hair. It's too damn puffy and I don't like it. But these are Christmas lights. See that? And this is like the string that the lights are on. Isn't that cool? I love it. They sent me the wrong color, but whatever. I'll accept it because I'm not going to send it back and all that. So anyway, took my doggy to a park that he'd never been to before, and he ran like a loon and had the best time ever. So that was nice. He got different smells, different scents, so that was cool. So yeah, it was a quiet day. Just went to eat with my friend's friends, and then took my doggy Woggy to the park, and a different park that he'd never been to before. I want to tell you this other thing too. I'm gonna get a little notebook thing or like a journal book. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but like a little, you know, it's gonna be called Mommy and Milo's Love Book. Mommy and Milo's Love Book, and it's gonna be all these cute little things that he does, things that make me smile, things that make me laugh. You know, dogs are not with you forever; they're only with you for a short time. So either that book is gonna be happy for me, remembering all the the happy moments, or it's gonna tear me apart. I don't know which, and it might depend on how I deal with losing him. It's awful to think about, but it's his funny moments are like so cool, and I want to kind of seal them in memory, if that makes sense, like a journal. So there was one thing that he did that was so adorable. Okay, he knows that I pull burrs off of his fur because he's always in the woods, honey. He's just like his mama. He's always in the woods. So I always pull burrs, and he always gets mad, and he growls at me and tries to bite me, and I'm like, shut up, I'm still doing it. So get over it. So one day I'm sitting on the floor and I'm pulling these burrs out of his fur, which he's used to that. He gets mad, but I don't care. And I felt him nibbling on my shirt. And it was real gentle nibbling. And I'm like, what are you doing? I look down. How about he's pulling burrs off of my shirt? Is that adorable or what? So that's in the love book. Well, I wrote it down and it'll go in a love book. Um, One time I was hugging my friend in front of Milo, and I said, "You're such a good dad. You're such a good dog, Dad. You're such a good dad." Milo jumped up and grabbed his shorts and underwear and pulled them down. Honey, I fell out. I was losing it. I'll teach you to be a good dad. In other words, I'm not the center of attention, so watch what I do. I was rolling. So that's in the book. You know what I mean? Like these cute, adorable little moments. Mommy and Milo's love book. And then another time recently, he kissed me on my face. Like he just kind of attacked my face with kisses, and he never does that, right? And I was like, what are you doing? He sat there and stared at me and did it again. I'm doing all that number. He was attacking me with, messing with me. And so I put that in the book. It's just so then I wondered, when he sits back and he's studying me before he attacks again, what's going on in his mind? Like, I should attack your whole face. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Jump on me. And then like the other day, and he's done this before, by the way. He was sitting on the couch and I laid in front of him, which is normally his spot. I did it just to tick him off. So I did it, and he goes, he starts talking, and then he starts attacking me, and he bit me in the back of my hair. Not hard. It was a love bite. Like, girl, if you don't get out of my spot. So, I mean, he's just these cute little moments of his, I didn't put this in there, but I should. He doesn't give kisses. He rarely gives kisses. By the way, he's almost 2 years old, and he's an Ossador. Australian Shepherd and Lab mix. He'll be 2 January 3rd. That's his birthday. Anyway, so what is it that he did? Oh shoot, I forgot it that fast. Memory's gone, honey. Memory is gone. I can't remember. He always does cute little foot. Oh, I know what it was. So I broke my toes, right? And I didn't know they were broken. And I was out in the field with him, and I had to hobble back to the house and everything because, I was in a lot of pain. And I sat down at one point and I just bawled for a few seconds. I just needed to get out of my system because it hurt so much. I had 3 broken toes. And he sat there looking at me crying. And he gives me a kiss. Like, Here, I hope that makes you feel better. I don't normally do this, but since you're hurt, I guess I can make an exception to the rule. He's a ham. He's a total ham. So, anyway, I hope you guys are having a Merry Christmas, and I hope you are staying narc free. Do not engage in fights with them because that's what they want. And the last thing we want to do is give their asses what they want because they're trying to take everything from you that you want. They want to take it from you because they don't want you to be happy. We're not going to give you what you want either. It works both ways, punk. Anyway, you guys, my eye keeps watering. I'm not well. I'm sick, but I'm taking echinacea golden seal, and it seems to be taking the edge off. I guess I don't know. It's been raining every day, so I got to feel more sore than usual because of the weather. Gotta love that. Anyway, you guys take care. Hope you're having a Merry Christmas and happy holidays, upcoming holidays, and don't fight with these fools. Just walk away. Leave them standing there with a stupid look on their face. We ain't playing with you. We're going to have a good holiday, regardless of you. Okay? You guys take care. Much love.